What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. It has been about a week and a half that I've recorded anything. Actually, I think like 2 weeks since I've recorded anything. Kind of want you guys all caught up. I didn't want to like jam pack you guys with a lot of late videos, so I don't even know what the last video is, but we are back here nonetheless, guys. I'll kind of show you guys what I've done with this car when I make a video on it. Today we're not working on this car. I mean, you guys can kind of see some cool things going on there, but okay, that just reminded me the last video was the intercooler video. So we'll touch topics on this car when we get to it. Today we're gonna talk about and work on Leo's car. So we've been putting in some work. We've been trying to get Leo's car right before the rain comes down heavy. If you guys haven't seen either Leo's channel or a glimpse of Leo's car on my channel, we've been trying to get this car ready for paint, and we've been trying to take care of a lot of like rust issues right here on the windshield, which we're going to take care of soon. But we've been sanding, we've been doing some light body works here and there and getting this body itself ready for paint, and I'm hoping that this is going to come here real soon. So yesterday we were kind of going ham with Leo's car. We did a lot of sanding, we did a lot of, well, we didn't do body work, we did body work the nights before, but we laid some paint down. I'm gonna show you guys this real quick. For being a rainy night, cold night paint job, turned out pretty cool. So we're doing the paint job on this car in different order, different days, like kind of how I did my Flipper X. So last night we prepped the entire door and we shot it with the Viper Summit Red paint with the Harbor Freight paint gun. Again, in the middle of the night, looks freaking awesome. It is dry to the touch, and I mean, not dry to the touch, it is dry, but we're not gonna run our hands through it because you can still scratch the paint if it's still soft on the inside. I mean, it's kind of been out here in the sun, there's no clouds in the way this time, and hopefully everything kind of cures up a little bit more on top of what it did last night. We did the trunk top section here. I didn't show it. I think you recorded it. He recorded it, but Leo had this crazy plate that held his KDM wing on. If you guys don't remember, Leo had a wing on here, and it had a ton of holes on it, which was riv nuts. And we removed this because he's not running a wing anymore, and the wing was off another vehicle, so all it did was just damage the rest of the car's part, like the quarter panels, and this was just flopping around. So we removed that, we plated the holes, we welded it shut, knocked the highs, filled in the lows, blocked it out, got the trunk itself painted as well, and the last thing we did last night was shoot the bumper. So bumper got repaired. There were some damages, some screw holes. We fixed all of that. We did some body work, we did the retrim on the bumper, and obviously we resprayed it. Now if this doesn't motivate you, I don't know what will, because from the back side of the car you can kind of already envision how it's going to look. It's going to look fire. So Leo left this morning to go to the valley to pick up a door from a subscriber. He offered 2 doors, but Leo only needed 1 because of the damage on this side right here. Lucky for him, it didn't touch the fender, so the door is pretty dinged up. And a subscriber left a comment and said he had some red doors, which he hooked Leo with, and he got back early this morning, pulled up while I was still sleeping, because you know, I'd be sleeping super late. Pulled up, stripped everything off the door, and started blocking it. Now this door is repainted, and there are some dents that Leo's gonna repair. I mean, I've kind of showed him the ropes of that. I did a lot of that, but I want Leo to really get hands-on and just get down and dirty with his own car. Dent there, high spot he knocked down, so that's kind of flat out already. And pretty much just sanding out all of the hard line because they didn't take off any of the trims to paint this. And Leo's gonna go ahead and button this all up. He already stripped everything from underneath that he's gonna be swapping over from his door over here. And in the meantime of him doing all of that, I'm gonna pull out his SIR taillights, which I just found out yesterday he had SIR taillights, and I'm gonna polish them up. And while I'm polishing these out, I actually went to go pick up the taillights from my Flipper X that I pulled off, and apparently these are, people are looking for these. There's a good amount of people hitting me up for this, and they're kind of like trying to get to me first, and I like going in order for the first person that hit me up for these. And they're discontinued as far as I know. Can't find them anywhere else, and they're literally brand spanking new. So I want to throw these on the car, make sure they work, make sure they illuminate like they should, and send some pictures back to the buyers, and you know, let them fight each other out for, I guess, highest bid wins. So we're gonna get down to work, guys. We're trying to lay some paint today. Paint on the door and paint on that front fender. Let's get to it. I like the tail lights, but I just don't like this third circle in the center garnish. Whoa, 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 do it again. Yo, that is sick. Do it again. Yo, this thing, what? Okay, so what's, okay, that's the lights on?
Yeah.
Are you stepping on it?
That's brake, no brake, brake.
Yo, I kind of want to keep this now. Yo, here, check it out. I'm gonna step on the brakes. Point it at it, and then I'm gonna step on it. All right. And I want to see what you think. You ready?
Yeah.
Your car don't have any tail light shorting issues, right?
I don't believe so, no.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh, what? What?
that mod that people do to their tail
Yeah. Yeah.
This thing is like
already pre-wired for that.
That's
nice.
Sick. All right, man.
Wait, turn on the taillights? I mean, turn on the headlights? Oh, dude. And then he's, oh, okay.
That's sick.
Jeez.
I don't know. The first guy who interested in these taillight is actually, he's the YouTuber. He has that Corvette taillight CRX. Benjamin.
Okay.
Benjamin wants these taillights, and I don't know, Benjamin. I don't know. But I'm gonna keep my words though. So we know they work. I'm gonna take some pictures. I'm gonna send it out, and see what he thinks. What I need to do is buy one of them polishers for these small pads, but even the instruction shows a freaking drill. So I'm gonna use a drill, and we're gonna cut before we polish, and they have a little instruction for the colors on the pad, and I think I'm gonna use the medium yellow for polishing, or actually no, sorry, orange for coarse, light cut and polishing. So I'm gonna use the orange first, and then we sanded that with 3000. I'm gonna do, it's funny because black and blue is literally the same. Fine, polishing, finishing, provides a rich swirl free. So black and blue after, and I'm just gonna use some 3M compound and go to town. So Leo just did some filler work right here, and while this is drying, I'm gonna do some guide coat on that. He is sanding down the fender because we are gonna be painting the fender. The fender itself was painted with Rust-Oleum red. It was kind of a test trial when Nate did it, and it kind of faded out. So we didn't do crazy polishing with this when Leo came up here months ago. Instead, we're just gonna paint the fender to match the color of the car, which is the Viper red, and he's cutting it right now with 100 grit, and then he's gonna chase it down to smooth it all out. The goal is to try to get most of the Rust-Oleum off, and while he's doing that, that's drying, I'm gonna polish this, and then he's gonna go block that. Let's make some more progress. Damn,
fresh.
Whew. So Leo got most of the filler off and got a couple low spots to take care of. This one right here, he didn't go all the way, so that needs to be filled in a little bit. This is low spots, you can see all the black, so that's going to get glazed over real quick. And this one right here is a dent as well, so that. And then these three, this thing should be ready for some prep work, tape up all the moldings and stuff that we're not trying to paint. And I think actually, once he finished this, we decided that we're going to toss it on the car instead of painting it off the car, so that way we don't have to worry about trying to smear the paint when we're handling it on the car. So we rather put it on the car first, then spray it with the fender, and we should be painting here real soon. Now it is getting kind of cloudy. The sun did disappear a little bit, but I mean, as long as we get the paint earlier than we did yesterday, I think it'll turn out all right, because if you look, minto pinto. Now before I button up with the taillights, I am gonna do one last touch, and I needed what?
There's more?
There's more. So I just want to give a big shout out. Excuse the fire burn on my envelope. Something happened the other day in the garage, and it was a scary one, huh? It was a scary one. Anyways, want to give a big shout out to CRX Seth. If you guys don't follow his channel already, give him a follow, and his Instagram if you guys are interested in some decals, some OEM replacement decals for your center garnish on your CRX. So CRX Seth has a pretty badass CRX himself. Like, I've watched the build entirely. Also the CRXs he's been restoring in between. He is working on another CRX that he's saving right now, so be sure to give him a subscribe to his channel and follow the progress. But he makes these OEM literally replacement decals, which are a perfect match. Also big shout out to the homie from Fox Designs, because he also makes these decals as well. If you guys don't remember, he made my custom KRX one. And if you guys are watching this video, if Fox Design is watching this video, I know I had a lot of inquiries of people wanting the KRX decal for their vehicles, and Fox Design hits me up and asked me for permission to I guess make it for other people. Fox Design, by all means, man, make your money. If they want the KRX sticker for their taillight, for their K-swap car, yo, make it for them, man. The more the merrier. And again, shout out to CRX Seth for sending these over. I didn't really stick one on the Flip RX. This is the reason why he sent me two, and I haven't stuck the other one on the all-wheel drive CRX just yet. But this just seems to be a perfect case scenario to slap one on Leo's car, because for one, he has SIR taillights, right? But he has a USDM center garnish, and if you can tell, he doesn't have the badge on it anymore. It's literally the residue from the old sticker that faded off over the years. So I figured, let's slap one of these on. Sorry. Let's slap one of these on and throw that icing on the cake. I'm gonna use this as a reference for the new sticker. And because I just polished these taillights, it keeps attracting all the damn dust particles. But let's not mess this up. It's literally almost identical to what's already on the car. So all I'm gonna do is line it straight up to it. Wow. Wow, it looks so good. Oh my God, oh my God. The quality, dude. Dude, the quality, dude. So I was looking up some pictures of the bottom VTEC sticker. It looks like the center between the C and the R, the center of that lines up to the center of the V. And what I'm gonna do is, on the film itself, the sticker, there's like a clear overlay, right? I don't know if you can see it, the clear overlay. I'm gonna line up that top of the clear overlay on the VTEC to the bottom of the CRX overlay sticker. So that's how I'm gonna line up the VTEC. Wish me luck. I can't see you guys' finger crossed, but I'm gonna trust you guys for crossing fingers for me. But I'm gonna go ahead and line up this V centered, and then I'm gonna work my way down to right
here. I'm gonna go under it a little bit so I'm not overlaying it.
Damn.
Jeez.
Shout out CRX Seth, man. Hit the links in the description below if you guys are looking for OEM replacement decals for your CRX. Because this looks fire. So we've been busting our butts to get this thing going before night fell. We were hoping to shoot before the sun came down, but when we swapped the door, we just did that a while ago, we had issues trying to get this thing in an alignment, and it took us a while. We had to pop the fender off, and then we had to adjust the hinges and stuff to get the door gap right and flush. So we got that all nice and situated, and I just finished putting the fender back on. Leo's finishing blocking that with the 120 before the high build primer. So right now I'm just cleaning everything up, and when Leo finishes right here, we're gonna rinse it down, and then we're just gonna mask it up, push the car up, and lay some paint down. Leo works tomorrow, so we're just trying to knock this out. We don't want the repaired area to, like, you know, get hit by the rain and stuff like that. We don't want any surface rust to grow overnight, so we're just trying to knock this out. We're just plowing through it, guys, and hopefully we pick back up with you guys when we lay some paint down. By the eyeball, man. 6 to 8 inches. Just gotta guesstimate it. You know, if you're too far and it spits out too dry, go a little closer. You got way too close, way too fast. Try not to go halfway of the panel, then go back. Go the full stroke. Make adjustments as you go, because every time you start and stop, you could potentially start another hard line. Back it up. Watch your overlays. So what you just did right here was you came and you stopped right here. You can create a lot of fluid caked up in this corner. Fan it out, and then come back in. But if you feel the trigger, there's two. There's the half trigger, which is air, and then the second one, which is fluid. So you can pre-start with the air, and then before you hit the panel, hit the fluid. Full motion, full stroke, edge to edge. Watch your pace, watch your overlays. Watch how far you are from the panel. Too fast. You see how it's too fast? Nothing's coming out. You literally went up to your first line. Obviously we're working down, right? So when you're spraying, gradually move down. Each stroke, go down. You know what I'm saying? Look, already filled in, already solid color, because you traced this spot literally 3 times just now.
So then, like, that spot,
that's your first coat. We're gonna hit that again when we come back for the second, third, however many coats we take to clear that cup out. Your goal is to work top to bottom, or some people like to go bottom to top. Don't go faster than slow, because you're gonna create that run in that one spot you went super slow in. Because if you look, you started right here. You see how it's all light, and then you slow down right here. Look how solid this became. And then when I told you, you went back to light, and then you can see how it became light again. Get a feel for it. There's no rush. There's no, you know what I'm saying, no pressure, no nothing. Stroke game, guys. Get your stroke game right. Keep a consistent pace, however fast you need to go per how well you see the fluid is flying out. Watch your distance, watch your speed. You went super slow right there. It's coming out super thick in that one spot. You had a good pace in that line going that way, and then you changed your pace when you came back this way. And you're tracing the same line, like almost 100% overlay. Remember, watch your overlays. We want to do 50%, but because the way this gun and paint is shooting, we want to go a little more, maybe 60, 65 overlay. But you got to watch it. You got to watch where your last line is to know when you start your next line. You can see how solid this is already because you trace the same spot over and over and over again. And if you do it like that with this weather and the medium speed, that might drip. So we want to avoid that. Remember, this is the first coat, so it's not going to be a full solid color. It's going to look something like this right here. But because you traced it so many times, look how solid that is. Look how shiny that is already.
Yeah.
So be careful because we don't want to mess this up. But I mean, even if we do create runs or whatever the case may be, we can always sand and polish this out or sand it down and do another layer. The only thing is we're really low on the paint, so we're not trying to have to do this over and over and over again. Do it once, do it right. And I literally could just shoot this right now, but I want Leo to feel this out, lay some paint on his own car, and it's definitely a learning curve, so he's learning. Nice, perfect distance, perfect speed. Don't wait too long in between because the wetter it is, the more the paint is going to settle in. When you give it that dry spot, you're going to have that dry spot. You don't want to stop too long in between panels. Right there, you fanned out a little too early. You didn't make it all the way to the edge, so now it's more gray here than it is over there. Keep going, my dude. So here's another thing. Keep going. Here's another thing. You don't want to fan your gun at an angle. The panel you spray, you want it to be perpendicular to the surface. Right? You're at an angle. Look how far you angle. Only time I really get angles when I fan out. Now people can argue because some people say you don't fan out, some people fan out. I've seen a lot of videos of people fanning out, but you want to make it to that edge first. Way too far out, bro. Your angle's crazy, man. Gun straight to the panel like this, all the way across. Don't go at an angle like this. You're wasting paint because this corner is not hitting anything. It's just gonna fly out, but before it hits the panel. Straight, perpendicular to the panel. Keep your gun straight at all times. Don't start in the middle. The only fan out and angle of the gun is when I'm starting in. And then once I hit the panel, that gun's gonna go straight. All the way across the panel. Now you're getting extra fancy with that fan out. Your panel starts here. Your gun started here. Get that bottom in. It's like the last stroke right here. Well, that's the very first heavy layer, but first layer done. All right, guys. So the paint work is done for tonight. I know he's super stoked, but Leo did the first layer on the fender and the door, and I let him run it through literally all the way down. And we waited a couple of minutes, and the paint actually dried pretty quickly, which is surprising to me. So I went ahead and just grabbed the gun and went hammy in Miami. So I think I did like 3 layers. I did the second and third back to back, and then the third one I waited and did the third layer, and laid it up really nice. I mean,
You mean the first and the second, and then the second and the third?
is that what I said?
No, you said the second and the third, and then the third.
Oh, the second and the third. Well, technically, because you did the first one, so we did like 4 layers. Shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, second and third layer went back to back, and then I waited a little bit and did the 4th layer, and the car is looking really good. I mean, really good for what it is, because like I said, we're not looking for a perfect paint job. We're not professionals. We're painting in the middle of the night, super cold, and right in front of a dirt. And we did entirely wet the floor twice. And like I said, we're gonna have a little bit of dirt metallic in the paint, which you can kind of see right there, which we're not really worried about, because with single stage or base coat, clear coat, we can always sand it out, polish it out, otherwise sand it down, put another layer. But we're content with this. We're definitely stoked that this is now done, out of the way, nice and glossy. And look, it's already tacked up. So we're just gonna let this dry the rest of the night, and me and Leo, we're gonna go grab something to eat right now. And pretty much when we get back, we're gonna put the propane tank, let the propane help this dry throughout the night. Hopefully in a couple of hours, like an hour or 2, it dries up enough, at least the surface, because Leo got to go home, got to go to sleep for work tomorrow. So food, me and Leo ate a little while ago, and we went ahead and just took all of the masking off the car before the paint dried on it. The only thing left is the one on the hood, which we need the hood to be opened, and the one inside the door handle. So this is the wrecked door, and we're just stripping it for all of its goodies. That is the tinted glass, so we're taking the OE glass without the tint. Seat belt, because it's still good and it's still some value in the market. Anything that we can remove off of this door, we're gonna try and see if we can get the door sash off, so that way we can reinstall it onto that one right there. And how I'm gonna do this is, once we strip it down, I'm probably gonna cut the door up and take it out without breaking any of the clips, so that way we can just stick it right back onto that car. I took out the molding for the bottom of the door over there, right here. Unfortunately, 2 of it, well, it's not unfortunate, but 2 of the clips are gone. They weren't even there, so we're missing one here, one in the front, and that helps this sit super flush on the door and not flop around. So this right here and the door trim, we're gonna trim black it, as well as the fender trims over there. We're just gonna save this for another day. Leo still has to go and buy the trim paint, so we can trim all of the trim, obviously, for the door itself to give it that fresher look. And we're pretty much just gonna junk this door, since it is trash anyways. The molding are ripped in certain spots, like this one's missing a chunk here. This is like all torn up here, so all junk. This mirror is okay, but you can't put the plastic cover back on because that screw is broken inside, and it is like layered up with paint, so it's like really layered up that you got to sand it out a lot. That door came with a fresh black mirror, and he also has a matching passenger side, so that's what's going to go back into the car. Yeah, that's pretty much all in a day's work. Super stoked. I know he is super stoked to get the car this far, because I know he's been wanting to paint this car for a cool minute, and we finally got it around, got some time to do it. We spent literally, we had 3 days off. 3 days off. We spent 2 days prior to today just literally prepping the entire car and shooting the bumper, the trunk, and the passenger door, the Viper Red. And today is the 3rd day. He has to go home to get ready for work tomorrow. We were able to get the front driver's side fender and driver's side door replaced and all painted. So we're making progress in the right direction, guys. And the next big thing is pretty much the last part of the paint ordeal, which is pop the windshield off, which is to pop the windshield off and situate pretty much the rust that's eating through. We're gonna try to repair as best as we can, and then we're gonna spray the pillar, the quarter, the sunroof, roof itself, same color as the car, before putting the windshield back on. That's gonna be a task for his next day off, because we're gonna start literally on his first day off of his 2 or 3 days, so that way we can spend a lot of time to really situate that one day, and then spray it one day, let it dry thoroughly, and then get a new glass. Hopefully our glass guy has a glass for us within, you know, our call time. So get a glass put on, let the glass cure, and then he can drive this car again, you know, to work and stuff like that. So I think that's what's next for his car. I think we're gonna jump back onto the giveaway CRX, I think, because I actually just got my clutch yesterday from Action, so we can put that transmission on that GSR engine so we can get started on the all-wheel drive car. So that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this video, guys. A lot has been done and we're moving in the right direction. If you guys enjoyed today's progress, be sure to leave a thumbs up. I know Leo's super stoked to get his thing finally one color, and we got some plans after the car's one color. Yeah, you guys gonna have to stay posted for that. And if you guys want to see what we end up doing with Leo's car and pretty much all the other shenanigans here to come, be sure to hit the subscribe button. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.